You don't get to call me a whore. You don't get to call me a whore. You don't get to call me a whore. So anyway, you guys, I want to drink some more wine. Bitch, bye. Anyway, y'all, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and this is my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, blah, 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 all that. So, fuck all that shit. Let's just get into what's really going on, and that's just what happened on the show. Now, first of all, I'm not going to talk about everything that happened, because not everything that happened is even worth talking about. I'm not going to talk about Phaedra and the exorcism that she had in her damn house. Won't be discussing it. And I'm not going to talk about Candy and Todd in their all of a sudden manufactured ass marital problems for a storyline. I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is the fact that Cynthia, Miss Brookthea Bailey, and her mess. Now, I will give it to you though. Kudos to you, Cynthia. Kudos, because you and your mess is the reason why we got a hot ass episode, and you're probably the reason why I'm gonna get, if I do get a lot of views, you're gonna be the reason for it, because this video is all about you. So let's just get into the point. Okay, so Cynthia meets up with Claudia and Kenya at this little winery thing, and they want to taste wine and everything like that. So as they're talking about the wine and how the wine tastes and the fruit and the cheese and all the good little food they're about to eat, they talk about Apollo apparently trying to go out on a run or some shit like that, and Kenya asked them did they hear that in the news, and so that's when Cynthia was like, "Oh, I got a little tea to spill about that." From the moment that bitch said that bitch pissed me off. So let me just get into it. So then she just goes in and say, "Well, Peter came back and told me that Phaedra is seeing this guy named Mr. Chocolate, and that Apollo saw all of the text messages." And the thing about it is, everybody calls each other a whore in this group, but you got people acting like whores. Bitch, really? All of a sudden, everybody want to have a problem with somebody calling somebody a motherfucking hoe when y'all been calling each other hoes for seasons and seasons? Like, bitch, are you serious? Because when you was up on a Nene and Nene was calling Kim a damn hoe all the damn time, you didn't have a problem with it. But now, all of a sudden, you got a motherfucking problem with somebody calling somebody a damn hoe. Like, honestly, being called a whore is really that off-putting for you, Cynthia. It's not like they calling you a whore. I can understand if Kenya was the one getting all upset because, you know what I'm saying, I'm being called a whore, because she always got called a whore. But it's just the way this shit even came about. Cynthia made this shit, and she's all up in Phaedra's business when she don't even attend to her own damn business. That's why bar none always have a new location every other week, because she don't never tend to her business like she tends to everybody else's business. And then you got Kenya ass, and I defended her ass at the beginning of the season. Now let me just be clear, I still feel like she was vindicated. But bitch, stop turning on them fake ass waterworks and making this whole situation about you. You don't get to call me a whore. You don't get, because the fact of the matter is, and I'm not gonna take back my opinion from what I said at the beginning, Apollo did lie on her. However, now, a lot of the shit that was said about her, she brought it on herself by flirting with another woman's husband, and not to mention she insinuating that there was inappropriate behavior going on in text messages when it turned out that it wasn't. But Apollo still lied on her, but a lot of that shit she did bring on herself. And then on top of that, you talking about Phaedra called you a whore. At the end of it all, she did call you a whore and Apollo was lying, but at the time you got to realize you a bitch she don't like. So what the fuck she look like taking your word over her own husband's word? Whether he's a dog and everything, on all those things of that nature, that's still her fucking husband. Whether he's a bum ass thief or not, that's her fucking husband. So that's the side that she gonna take before she take anybody else's side. So I would love it if he would have a fucking seat. My thing with it really just isn't Kenya. I just hate Cynthia. And it's just the fact that she decided to spill that shit, and she say, "Well, I really could care less about what's going on in Phaedra and Apollo's marriage." If you could care less, then why the fuck is you making it a motherfucking topic of discussion? That's what I don't understand. That's the problem with these bitches in that group. They stay up in somebody else's business, stay using somebody else's business as leverage over the next bitch. I really don't get it. So then, after Kenya had this damn all my children ass moment, and you got Claudia being Erica Kane, and you got Cynthia being Kendall to Kenya's Bianca Montgomery, that was over. So then we get into Cynthia and Peter talking about it in the closet. And this is my thing. Lupita is such a bitch, and he's such a queen. And everybody got so mad with Needy because she called him such. But that, and I got mad with her too because you don't say that about somebody's husband in front of their face. But at the end of it all, even though I didn't like how she said it, it's the truth. Peter is a bitch. And then on top of that, she was, she's talking about, well, Phaedra's up in the Nene, so of course she's not gonna call my phone. Bitch, really? And then you want to sit up here and talk about how Phaedra is a hypocrite and everything like that. All y'all bitches are fucking hypocrites, to be quite honest. All y'all like to point the finger when it's fucking convenient. You know what I'm saying? Now that you friends with Kenya, you want to sit up here and talk about how you getting tired of folks being called whores, but when you wasn't that close with Kenya, you didn't give a fuck. You didn't have nothing to say then. Be motherfucker. You didn't have nothing to say then, so why the fuck does it matter now? You was neutral then. So because you're not that neutral now, you got something to say. And then next week you want to say it wasn't no malicious intent for you bring it up there. Bitch, what the fuck did you bring it up for? You brought it up for some motherfucking mess. It ain't had nothing to do with you. So why the fuck would you even bring it up in the first motherfucking place? See, that's why I can't get down with that bitch. All she ever do is keep up shit. She throws a brick and hide her fucking hand every time. And so, Peter talking about it. So then, Candy invites everybody to dinner. And ain't nobody sat down a few minutes yet. Here comes Cynthia messy ass. Putting it all out on the table, talking about we just need to put this all out on the table. There's been a lot of talk about your relationship and you calling everybody whores and everything. Why was that something to bring on a table in front of everybody? You talking about these girls pride themselves on keeping it 100 and keeping it real when ain't nobody keeping it real. Bitch, you not keeping it real either by doing that. You being a bitch. You being fucking messy by putting it out there. Because if you was really keeping it real like you say these other bitches lacking doing, you would have pulled Phaedra to the side and had a private conversation with her about the situation. But even then, at the end of it all, even if you did do that, it was still none of your fucking business. Why do you care so much? I don't get why you so hot and bothered and you gotta put it out on Front Street and then try to play innocent when you do it. You ain't got no innocent intent with that. You want to put her on blast to avenge your newfound best friend, Kenya. That's all you did it for. So don't even sit up there and act like, you know what I'm saying, you doing this out of kindness of your heart. Because putting somebody else's business on blast ain't doing it out the kindness of your fucking heart. You did that. You had a motive behind doing it. So stop doing it. You messy as hell, and you know you are. And Nene called your ass out on it. So then we sitting at y'all sitting at the damn table. I said we because it was just like I was sitting there because I was yelling at the TV. They sitting at the table, and then Kenya get crunk about it, and I don't get it. Why y'all so crunk about what she's doing or allegedly doing in her damn marriage? I don't get it because everybody was saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was going in on Kenya and blah, blah, blah. People was going in on Kenya because Kenya was doing fuck shit. She wasn't helping the allegations against her at all. Now, despite the fact that I defended her and I felt like everybody should just leave the bitch alone, she wasn't helping her own case with the allegations. She was always making it seem like she knew Apollo more so than Phaedra, just like she made it seem like she knew Christopher more than Natalie. She always does shit like that, making it seem like she knows somebody else's man more than they know their own damn man. Then on top of that, I want to feel sorry for Kenya, but then she does bullshit like that. She cries and play the victim, then get messy, and then always want to talk about, oh, if she hits me, I'm going to call the police. Oh my God, like, have a motherfucking seat. And it just kills me how Cynthia put that shit out there. Like, I can't, honestly, Kenya ain't really that bad. It's really Cynthia that I don't like. Yeah, Kenya had her hands in the bullshit, dipping and dabbing in the bullshit, but it's really Cynthia. Cynthia is the really the big reason why this shit even happened. I don't even see why she's so pressed about what's going on up in Phaedra's fucking marriage. Why does it matter to you? Because if somebody said one little thing about Peter, your ass would have got upset. Just like you got upset last season when Candy said, well, I know some things about Peter's past, but I don't put it out there because it doesn't matter. You felt like she was trying to take a dig then, so what the fuck you think Phaedra gonna take this shit ass, bitch? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I don't get it. Then you want to say, well, we don't even know if it's true or not. So why are you taking rumors and you're spreading them? You don't even know if it's true or not. You're running around telling everybody like it's factual knowledge. You said to Peter that you don't even know if this shit true or not. We're not even certain if it's true. It's just a rumor right now. So why are you spreading rumors? why you taking Claudia and Kenya out to lunch and wine to talk about a damn rumor that you don't even know is true? You messy and you high school. You right back to ninth damn grade. You a freshman in high school all over again. You, Claudia, and Kenya. All three of y'all are right back in high school with this rumor spreading bitch. So what? It just seems like everybody on this damn cast is linked to a motherfucking African prince. I just don't get it. But what I don't understand is I don't get why Cynthia just really made this shit her business. And she's talking about, and King is talking about we should have a conversation like grown women. You wasn't having one like a grown woman either. From the moment you open your mouth, you started getting loud and everything like that. And then everybody attacking Phaedra. Maybe this is just a bit of payback on Kenya's part because everybody attacked Kenya. So now Phaedra under the fire for whatever it is that happened. I guess that's what this is supposed to be, I guess, because I think that's what all the Kenya fans gonna see it as. Like, well, you know, King got attacked the whole season because of Phaedra and Apollo's smear Kenya campaign. So now it's Phaedra's turn to get attacked because she's walking around here fucking some African prince by the name of Mr. Snickerbar, and she calling me a hoe, and she out here busting her wide open and telling him to bring it back to another nigga while she married. So I guess that's what it is. I'm trying to see it from both sides, but I just can't get over the fact that Cynthia brought this shit to the table to be messy, but then try to make it seem like she didn't have no motherfucking malicious intent by doing it. Bitch, you had malicious intent. It was none of your business. First of all, it was none of your business. So I don't even see why the fuck you decided to bring the shit up in the first place. And then Portia, bitch, I already see that I'm gonna be reading you for the next few episodes because I don't see why everybody's so fucking mad at Candy. Why y'all mad at Candy? Because she didn't hop across the damn table like Evelyn and jump across the table to hold Phaedra. She did go outside to go see about her. She did tell her not to risk her job. What the fuck y'all want Candy to do? I don't get. All y'all bitches is petty. It ain't just them three. It's all y'all. All y'all asses petty. But I will say this, Nene. I don't like Nene for a lot of different reasons. But I agree with her 100% when she called Cynthia out for being messy and how she had no business putting that shit out. Because if she was real like she want to be, she would have pulled Phaedra to the side and said what the fuck she had to say. But she had a motive. That's all I'm saying. And I don't give a damn who got a problem with it. I feel like Cynthia was messy as fuck. She's the weakest link. She don't even know how to be messy. She don't even know how to be bold. She was still talking around in circles about the whole situation before she even had the chance to even say something. So I just say death to Cynthia Bailey. Because I can't deal. And everybody want to say, well, no, somebody on Twitter said, well, we didn't even know who the fuck a Phaedra Parks was before Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, motherfucker, I didn't know who the hell Cynthia Bailey was either. And that's just being real. Because I ain't like she was in the ranks of a damn Tyra Banks or Naomi Campbell or Janice Dickinson or somebody like that. I didn't know who the fuck Cynthia was. I still don't know what the fuck big modeling campaign she had. I don't know, and I righteously don't give a fuck. But the bitch messy, I didn't appreciate it. It's none of her fucking business, and that's just that. Worry about Peter and why he buying big ass purchases knowing that y'all ain't got enough coins. Ain't got enough pennies to put in your piggy bank. Worried about why he purchasing cars behind your back. Worried about why every 10 seconds y'all got to move bar none to another damn location. Worry about that. Worry about that business. Don't worry about somebody else's marital problems. And I'm out of here. Peace.